screen then.
Probably.
I have cookies, so I might end up eating them at some point if it takes a while.
Yeah. Well, you're the one doing most of the talking this time.
Yeah, I know.
Oh well.
I was trying to draw a logo earlier for my YouTube stuff, but I can't draw very well.
I just downloaded the Fairy Tale logo and used that. Like
Well,
Fairy Tale font.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to draw a fairy.
Ah, that would be so cool.
It will be.
Yes.
Ow.
I hit my hand again.
Well done.
Anyway. Hello, I am Tamachi Insanity. And this is part 4 of our Dramatical Murder Let's Plays. Hopefully this works. Well, I hope so. Reading lead data. Oh, it did fall from the sky.
I told you. What fell from the sky was apparently a person. But a human from the sky? From the physique, it appears to be a man. I can't see his face because his head is facing the other way. He's a dead, right? Ding. The man moans and stands up. He's alive. I'm relieved, but I soon find myself frozen in place again. He doesn't have a face. No, that's not it. He's wearing a gas mask.
All I can think of is Doctor Who. Oh my god.
I haven't seen that one, I don't think.
It's creepy.
Ah, びっくりしました。
His face is so purple.
It is. The man scratches his hair and looks around frantically. He seems to be fine, but isn't he injured or anything? And why is he wearing a mask? Falling down from above is really weird, and no matter how you look at him, he seems obviously suspicious. As I stand petrified, the gas mask guy turns and faces towards me. I reflexively stop blinking and breathing. Don't come over here. Please ignore me and go somewhere else. But wishing that was futile, and the gas mask guy briskly approaches me.
マスター、無事で何よりです。
Okay.
Meet my favorite character.
I guessed from when you were going on about him being adorable. Master.
マスターの声がしたので来ました。
So this is the guy with Greg's voice in the anime?
Yep.
Okay. What's this guy talking about?
どうかしましたか?
いや、多分人違いだと思うんですけど。
人違い?
俺、マスターとかいう人じゃないし。
いえ、マスターはマスターですよ。
だから違いますって。俺あんたのこと知らないし。
そんなはずはありません。僕は昨日マスターをここへ運んだクリアです。
Oh.
That's how we got back.
Suppose that makes a bit more sense than just...
Yeah.
Whoa, let's not put that there.
昨日運んだ?
I nearly spilled my drink and all my manga.
Oh no. That would have been terrible.
Well, half of it anyway. Yesterday, now that you mention it, after being in Rome, I woke up lying here for some reason.
もしかして
Is he a stalker?
お前が俺にライムを
I
仕掛けた
don't
の
know.
か
That rabbit head had his face covered, and it felt like his clothes are similar too.
いいえ、それは僕ではありません。ですが、僕はマスターがマスターだと思ったのでここへ運んできました。
His story doesn't quite make sense.
昨日マスターの声が聞こえました。破壊と死。
Oh.
え
Oh, the music stopped.
I've heard that somewhere.
なんでお前がその言葉
I don't know what's happening right now.
Suddenly, the mask guy
Oh.
takes hold of both my cheeks and pulls them right and left. Squishy, squishy.
ガイって
That's almost what it's like when you do it to my cheeks, just not as like dramatic.
I'm not sorry.
I know.
マスター、なんだか昨日とは違いますね。どこが違うかというと説明が難しいのですが、強いて言うなら顔も声もだらしないように思います。
Is he talking about that evil Alba?
Probably.
Makes sense.
While pinching my cheeks, the mask guy keeps turning my head. Who is this guy?
ひげえひ離れよ
Lego.
はい。
The mask guy quickly releases his hands. Damn, that hurt. What's up with this guy? He pinched my cheeks without holding back, and now it stings. While I rub my cheeks with watery eyes, the gas mask guy tilts his head.
再度お尋ねしますが、あなた本当にマスターですよね。
I don't know.
だから違うって言ってんだろ
それはありません。
I stand silently irritated and take a deep breath in order to calm myself. Calm down. If you let him get to you, it's just what he wants. If this guy really is the rabbit from yesterday, I have to catch him and question him. He seems like an idiot now, but if he gets angry, won't his true nature come out? I can't do it in rhyme, but if this guy... Hang on.
Yeah.
But if this becomes a fight in the real world, I'll manage somehow. I'll just try irritating him a little.
おい
As soon as I finish my yell, I throw a kick at the man's behind. That's nice. The masked guy leans back and holds his buttocks with his both hands.
そんなマスター、やめてください。
あ
What?
What?
The gas mask guy sinks to the floor.
やめてくださいマスター。これ以上はもう割れません。
He's an interesting character.
He is.
Yeah. This guy isn't him. Definitely not him.
You think?
I'll just quickly finish up here and return to work.
とにかく俺はマスターじゃないしあと仕事あるから戻るんでじゃ
僕はどうすれば？
帰れよ
わかりました。
The gas mask guy nods obediently and digs through his pocket with his right hand. What he takes out is... Oh! A vinyl umbrella.
So you're gonna fly away in the umbrella.
Are you a magician?
Do it!
お前手品師なのか？
いえ、違います。先ほどもお伝えした通り、僕はクリアと言います。その手品師という方はどなたですか？
Okay, so why the umbrella?
いや、まあいいや、気にするな。
ではまた。
Even though it still isn't raining, he opens the umbrella, turns around, and leaves.
なんだったんだ。
I'm happy now.
So I stare at the man's back in utter amazement. Well, that guy is definitely a Yuki.
偽物。
For some reason, I have the feeling I've been made fun of by a tanuki or a fox or something. I didn't see anything. Yeah, not a thing. I make up my mind and return to the shop. When I return inside, I find Bojin-kun completely out of it. Oh, that's the robot. That's right. That gas mask guy made me completely forget. Oh, the shelf fell, didn't it?
Yep.
The shop is still in a crazy mess because of those brats.
ああ。
Oh. First the kids, then the gas mask guy. Today's just one of those days. Suddenly feeling tired, I slowly begin to put away the items that lay scattered around the back in order. After work finishes for the day, I leave the store with deliveries to Mizuki. The order came from Mizuki's shop, so I thought about meeting him on the way home. When you go a bit north to Habon, there's Mizuki's shop, Black Needle. It was originally a studio tattoo parlor, but since then, the waiting room was turned into a bar and the parlor became a hangout spot. Even outside of Rib Team members and their tag arts, tattoos have become popular, especially in casual faction, so Mizuki's shop is doing pretty well. Of course, since Mizuki is a tattoo artist, he's asked if he could tattoo me. I'm not interested, so I won't do it. I walk into the darkening town and arrive near Black Needle. You can still hear me properly, can't you?
Yep.
Cool. This area is Dry Juice's territory. I noticed some of the members walking around. When I was with Mizuki, I became acquainted with the members too, so they won't bother me when I walk through their territory.
ああ、青葉さん。
おう、久しぶり。
水木さんに用っすか？
うちに注文入ってたからさ、届けに来た。
水木さん、今たまり場ですよ。
そっか。じゃあそっち行ってみるわ。
The hangout's far from here. I decide to head over there. The dry juice hangout in that area. Hang on. The dry juice area. The dry juice hangout is an area that branches out into several alleys. Because of the large number of people, their hangout area is pretty far. While members hung out in each alleyway, Mizuki would always be standing in one place. In front of stairs where the huge tag art is drawn, Mizuki stands talking with other members. When he notices me, Mizuki beckons me to come closer with his hand.
毎度あり、平凡宅急便です。
ああ、頼んどいたやつか。サンキュー。
Thank you.
I pass him the bag and send him the receipt with my coil. I receive a confirmation reply from Mizuki, and with that the delivery is done.
わざわざありがとな。お前んとこの店ってマイナーなパーツも扱ってるから頼りになるよ。
店長に伝えとく。
この後はもう帰るのか？
なあ。
お疲れ。今から店戻るからさ、なんか飲んでけよ。
じゃあお言葉に甘えて。
Mizuki begins to walk away from the wall. I follow after him. The surrounding members greet Mizuki as he passes them. Among them are guys who bow as low as 90 degrees and Mizuki gives them weary smiles. Wry smiles.
I don't know.
Neither. Black Needle is a dark building with a small sign placed where it won't attract attention. When the door is opened, we head inside. I'm greeted by music playing at a nice tempo. The bar that served as a waiting room was larger than one would imagine from just seeing the size of the shop. In the dim lighting, several people sit sunken into a sofa, reading a magazine or talking in whispers. Reception is on the left side, bar counter on the right, and the door leads to the back room where tattoos are done. Mizuki talks with a young part-timer at the reception desk. In the meantime, I look around at the state of the shop. What are you doing?
Moving my mic around.
なんか今日客少ない？
When I casually ask this to Mizuki after he finishes talking with the part-timer, his expression turns bitter.
そうだな。
どうした？
いや、ほら、昨日話しただろ。神隠し。
あ
あれのせいもあると思うんだよな。客減ってんの。
え？みんな怖がって出歩かなくなってるとか？
まだそこまでの影響は出てないだろうが、全体的に落ちてるっつか、空気がそんな感じ。
なるほどね。
あの後また情報が入ってな。本当か嘘かは全然わかんねえんだけど。
With serious expression, Mizuki urges me to lend an ear. I bring my face closer to him.
チームラチってんの、やっぱりモルヒネだって話だ。
そんなわけねえだろ。だってモルヒネは。
モルヒネを見たってやつも出てきたらしいんだよ。
どうせ注目浴びたいバカの出任せだろ。そんなの信じるのか？
だから本当か嘘かわかんねえって言っただろ。人から聞いた。とにかく今リブのチームはみんな襲撃を受ける恐れがあるってんで殺気立ってる。まあでも。
Mizuki then raises the edges of his mouth defiantly.
モルヒネだろうとなんだろうと、うちには関係ねえけどな。敵じゃ。
だな。
What?
I keep pressing next.
Oh. While I return the smile, I remember a faint anxiety. I feel like Mizuki's been putting a little bit too much effort into Reba recently. I hope he doesn't collapse or anything.
そうだ。なんか飲むか？あっち行こうぜ。
What was that?
I kept whacking my microphone into my shoulder, so I moved it.
Okay. It was like a weird high-pitched beep. I'm like, what?
Oh, then I don't know what that was.
Okay.
When I walk towards the bar with Mizuki, a tattoo design displayed by the reception desk catches my eye. It's carefully put in a frame.
これ前からあった？
ああ、それ。いや、俺が尊敬する堀氏からもらったんだ。かっこいいだろ。神の腕前っつって有名な人なんだけど、店持ったりとかしてなくてさ、知り合いづてじゃないと掘ってもらえないんだよな。
一元さんお断りってことか？
そうそう。ちょっと前に偶然この店に来て、その時にもらったんだよ。なんかやっぱ普通じゃないオーラを感じる人だったな。
Zuki seems to be extremely happy. He really likes that picture.
そんなにすごいなら俺も一回見てみてえな。
お前掘らねえんだろ？
うん。
じゃダメだ。どうしてもというなら100万円になります。
高っ、ぼったくりだろ。
As we joke and laugh, the ringtone of my coil sounds.
It's the opening for the game.
Is it?
Yeah.
Pay that much attention.
うん？
It was a call from Delivery Works.
もしもし。
Next. Oh no!
はい。どうしたんですか？
Your reaction.
はい。
Oh, wait.
I don't remember who that is.
ばあちゃんが？
Oh yeah. Granny had fallen down. After I hang up the phone call from Yoshi-san, I explained the situation to Mizuki and hurry out to the delivery works. She fell down on her way to a patient's house where she was going to deliver some medicine that she had prescribed. She was taken to the delivery works, which happened to be nearby. Anyway, I ran at full speed. My heart felt like it was about to explode and I had no breath left. My whole body is tense, my fingers and toes tingling. Granny's collapsed from overwork before. It was because of me. It was because I made her worry all the time. I honestly regret what happened back then. When I think of actually losing Granny, I get so scared it makes me tremble. I don't want to think about it ever again. Never again. I have to get to Granny quickly. Granny! Come on. That's the first thing I hear. When I rush into Delivery Works, I see Granny leaning back in a chair. After seeing that, I almost collapse on the spot. Granny had certainly fallen down. It turns out she can't move at all. In other words, she...
Hang on a sec. Sorry about that.
She dislocated her hip.
Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. It's over by Skype.
Apparently Yoshi's-san, who made the call, had seen Granny in pain and was frightened to death. As soon as I enter the shop, she apologizes earnestly with an "I'm so sorry." Honestly, I'm a bit disappointed, but I'm also glad it's nothing serious. What a relief. That said, Granny can't walk, so I have to carry her home.
That grumpy face though.
He's so
大げさなんだ
concerned.
よお前たちは。
Does that say Tamaki Bakery?
Yep.
Granny complains about the same thing as earlier while on my back. I walk home slowly to avoid moving her too much.
しょうがねえだろ。みんな心配なんだよばあちゃんのことが。俺だって。
私はまだまだ元気だよ。
それはよくわかってるけどさ。
Behind us, Ren follows, tapping along with his small legs.
He's actually a lot
ちょっ
fatter
と
than
動
I
けなくな
thought.
ったくらいですぐ死んじまうみたいな扱いしやがって。
いってて。蹴るなって。とにかく明日病院行こう。な。
Since Granny is quite rowdy for her age, I'm afraid I might drop her. And she was light. I never really thought too much about it, but was she always this small? This is the first time I'd ever carried her on my back.
昔は俺がよくおぶってもらってたんだよな。いや、昔のこと、なんか思い出してさ。
お前はしょっちゅう一人でどっか行っちまってたからね。
一人で？
そうさ。ちょっと目を離すとあっという間にいなくなっちまう。
そうなんだ。全然覚えてない。
寂しかったんだろうよ。
寂しかった？なんで？
お前が一人で出ていくようになったのは両親がいなくなってからだからね。
ああ。
I see. My memory of my parents is hazy. But I do remember the times when Granny carried me on her back. It was warm and smelled like her. I would always calm down.
まあ、お前もまだ小さかったからね。無理もないだろうよ。
So
それ
nice.
が今じゃバカみたいに大きくなっちまって。
そりゃな。この年で子供の時と変わらなかったらさすがにな。
誰もそんなこと言ってるんじゃないよ。
ばあちゃん、昔みたいに俺のこと覚えれる？元気なうちにチャレンジしとく？
バカ言うな。私を殺す気かい。
冗談だって。ばあちゃん、
なんだい。
軽いな。
うるさいっつんだ。
いて。
I'm slapped hard on the side of my head. But for some reason, I begin to feel happy and smile to myself. I'm so relieved that Granny's safe. He has massive feet.
Does. Notice the boots.
His boots make his feet look really big.
Yeah. They're quite big boots though. Oh my god.
Hey!
Sorry!
I walk silently down the darkening road, feeling Granny's warmth on my back.
Sorry.
The next morning, I carried Granny on my back again and took her to the neighbouring hospital. I thought I'd take the day off from my part-time job just in case and called Haga-san. Even though it was called a hospital, this is the old resident district, so it means the facilities were old and small. There were few doctors and it was always crowded. Sounds like the emergency rooms here.
Yeah.
I was wearing down. It was wearing down here and there, and it couldn't be complimented on how sanitary it was either, but all the people in the hospital were kind. They knew Granny from earlier when I called. They said they said we could come immediately. Granny hated going to the hospital and always said she could take care of herself, but today she obediently underwent the medical exam. Perhaps she had been enduring the pain out of pride. They said her hip wasn't that bad and it could be treated at home, so I carried Granny home after the examination. When I laid Granny on a futon inside, she said she'd only be sleeping, so I should go to my job already. I was still worried, but once Granny begins speaking, she won't listen to anything. When I talked with Haga-san on the phone, he said it was okay if I could come as soon as I could for now, and I decided to go to the shop.
Incoming mail. Oh, look!
I feel uneasy as I go to the shop, and eventually I receive a message. It's from Kujaku.
Mizuki?
I saw Mizuki, but something seemed strange. When I talked to him, he kept spacing out and wouldn't react. I think you'd be better off listening instead of me. If you have time, contact him. I'll come talk about the details later. Something must be strange if Kujaku even sent me a message about it. Maybe he really is overdoing it. I don't know what the other messages are.
I know.
There's another one from him that's titled About Then.
Oh my god!
What?
I want to know now. Damn it.
I leave the counter, walk towards the toilet, and call Mizuki. I thought that was a slide on the side there.
Oh yeah. I thought that too.
Moshi, Mizuki?
Good. He answered the phone. I feel a little relieved.
いや、特に用ってわけじゃないんだけど、なんか話がしたくなってさ。
なんだよ。昨日もあったってのに。
うん、いや、元気かなって思って。も
ちろん。なんでだ。
昨日会った時、ちょっと元気ねえなって思ったから。ちょっとだけだけど。
心配して電話してきてくれたのか。ありがとな。でも大丈夫だ。
本当に？
ああ。
そっか。じゃあまた今度ゆっくり話そうぜ。
だな。そんじゃまた。
After the call, I sigh and head back to the counter. There was no life in Mizuki's voice after all. He said he was okay, so I didn't listen too deeply, but on top of Granny falling down yesterday, my worries just keep growing. I hope they're just imaginary fears. I spend the rest of the afternoon worrying about Mizuki and Granny, unable to concentrate on work. When I come back home after my part-time job, I restlessly try to open the lock on the front door. I wonder if Granny behaved herself.
Probably not.
She's probably cooking tea.
Probably.
However, I stop my hand halfway. Something's strange.
あれ？
When I insert the key, something feels different. Don't tell me.
開いた。
The door isn't locked. Did I go without locking it again?
やばすぎるだろ。中にばあちゃんいるのに。何かあったらどうすんだよ。
The bonds between the people in the community are strong, but security isn't tight, and it wasn't too uncommon to hear of thieves. I feel sick of my own forgetfulness, and I enter the house, listening carefully. There doesn't seem to be any sign of people. I take off my shoes and enter the corridor before heading straight to Granny's room. I open the door quietly and peep inside to find Granny sleeping buried in the futon. Looks like nothing happened. I heave a sigh of relief and return to the corridor. I stop going up the stairs. Something felt strange. It's quiet in the house because Granny was sleeping, and there's nothing particularly strange. Is it my imagination? I twist my neck as I walk up the stairs and open the door to my room. Inside, I realize that it wasn't just my imagination.
じゃこりゃ。
That froze for me for a second.
I was wondering what happened.
Move the mouse, I'm not sure if it's still frozen.
I'm moving it.
Alright, it's frozen. The sound was cutting out earlier though, so...
Yeah.
Alright, it's moving now. Should be fine.
Okay.
Not that it's anything to brag about, but my room was never particularly clean.
Oh, this room's been messed up.
Yeah, there were books and magazines piled up on the floor, and there was also many things I just left there because cleaning them up would be a pain. But I don't remember it being this dirty. The room is a complete mess, almost like a storm blew its way through it. There are no places left to stand. Everything has been pulled out. Even the table was turned over. And in the middle of it all sits something I would have never wanted to see. A person sitting in front of the computer monitor, just boldly sitting there. I can only think of one thing this person might be. It's just like what I was thinking of earlier.
泥棒。人の部屋で何やってんだよ。
It keeps freezing. Do you want to leave it here, the finger, everyone? Or not?
Pardon?
It keeps freezing. Do you want to just leave it here?
Okay.
Due to technical difficulties.
Yeah. Well, can you see the screen now? Like what it is now?
It's frozen again.
Okay. I'll just wait for it to be unfrozen for you, so you can just read this last line.
Did you see like elevator music playing in the background?
Yes.
Uh,
Ding 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 ding.
I don't think it's going to unfreeze.
No.
Oh, hang on. There we go.
There we go.
The person in front of the computer looks up slowly, as if he only just realizes my presence.
Hey, look, the next person we could end up with.
Oh.
Anyway. Yeah, my computer's lagging a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Skype's saying there's internet problems. Yeah. I don't know. Can you see the menu screen?
It's very pixelated.
Okay. I'll tell you after I
And-
save.
Nothing's happening anymore, so.
Okay. Well, I'll save it.
Yep, it's just been like incredibly laggy.
Yeah. Back to title. Anyway,
Anyway, I might not be able to see anything, but
due to little technical problems.
we shall leave you with this cliffhanger.
Yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time.
Hopefully
Bye-bye.
less difficulties. Bye!
Hopefully. Bye.